off going forward, and it's going to be Mirage. Wendansky going to be buying up the utility. His name is not Kimmy, it's actually Wendansky.
He switched up a bit. He's trying to pull a fast one on you.
Exactly, just trying to test me.
He's caught you off guard, isn't he? Didn't expect it.
Didn't expect it, mate, but I was ready for it. I was ready for it.
Yeah, back into the action though, as obviously they will try and make their play early towards that B bomb site. But the classic SL play, really, when we have seen this before.
And here it comes, the play towards the B bomb site. Surreal, only the real player that was there. Obviously, crucial peek towards window. They stacked a three-man play towards the A site. And what they're trying to do is sell a double bluff, essentially. Surreal and Bose are trying to make noise, and then force the re-push going from Surreal to try and gather information.
Surreal does fall back off the initial flash, so he actually does just stay alive and wait for his teammate to rotate over. That's going to be Crucial that arrives. Crucial, unable to connect any shots though, as he does fire off these warning shots initially as they push in. They have overthrown them though. They've got site control, Snoz. The bomb has gone down. This makes their lives a little bit harder as they have to basically just play from far back. They can push together, but they're all coming in from the same way. Mikes is the only one actually trying to strike from the rear, but Connor goes 1-for-1. Boaster also comes in. Crucial is down. They're really making the most out of this pistol round as Boaster and Connor step up massively. Jacob for the final frag as well. That is the start you need for the side of XL. It gets the two players that need hype and need high octane CS instantly off the back burner.
Precisely, you want to have Boast screaming and shouting across the whole of the arena, as it really does fire up the rest of the players. When Boast is there, being loud and proud, it sets up communication as well. People want to talk more. If you remember as well, whenever they have their harsh losses, when they're losing 16-7, 16-8, afterwards they always say the exact same thing. Communication was bad, and you know, one of the problems is, for a team like Excel, they're either elated or deflated. And the same can be said for the communication as well. Either everyone's talking, they're bouncing back, ideas back and forth, or no one's talking, the communications are awful. So if they get off to a good start, especially in the T side as well, which is their known strength, can they pull it through?
Well, early frags going to go their way into this round. It's just a cash build-up. They do actually overextend rounds. The Crucial is able to take down Jacob, but obviously it is just a MAC 10, so it's not really a big loss that will come back to haunt them. Jenko straight into the site as he dives over by Sandwich, but can't even find the single frag there. And it is back on Mike S now, essentially just trying to go for a bit of a suicide play. If he can force weapons out of their hands, fantastic. If not, just attempt to achieve something here, as they know this round was going to go the way of XL either way at this point.
Indeed, and what's crucial as well is the fact that 4 players staying alive so far from XL versus the 4 spy from Method, which means going forward they're going to have money salvaged. 4 or 5 staying alive means you don't have to drop as many players. It's going to be Jacob that's going to be needing a reinvestment in terms of careful utility and to potentially be dropped a weapon. And apart from that, everyone else can hold on to the weapon they have, and it saves money. And when you save money, Jack, it means you can invest into a later date for the buy rounds when you might lose a round, but you can instantly buy back and try and reset your opposition, which we saw a lot with the Endpoint versus Prophecy game, where Endpoint were winning rounds, but because Prophecy gained so many rounds versus the 4 spies and the Ecos, they had money in the tank left to purchase buys and get the resets in.
Well, let's see, is XL up to their old tricks as per usual, but they're going to be running straight into a stack if they do go for this commit right now, slowing it down to more of a default as they do hold their angles as well, focusing close towards underpass. They've made a ton of noise. Jacob has cleared A site, so luckily they didn't go for any commit. They can fall all the way back round. They can go to A as they have discovered it must be a stack.
Indeed, and you can see as well Jacob pushing in towards Kitchen with the MAC 10. He's trying to push for information. As he understands it's going to be the A side completely clear. He knows it's stack B and they're going to be walking into an onslaught of Jacob's MAC 10. And he finds 1 kill, but then again, with the MAC 10, and actually usually AWPs as well now for the T-sides of XL, it's crucial to have the kills for Jacob.
Yeah, this is what he needs to do. Just try and go for these plays. If he does clear towards close under window, that'll be another free frag going to go his way. But Mike strikes with the CZ in close range. He's able to do a critical amount of damage with it. Connor and Lazardo for the final 2 kills as they shut it down towards the end. XL do get all 3 rounds off the back of the opening pistol here on their T-side Mirage.
0-2. Oh, sorry, actually, 0-3. So now we're going to be seeing the buy round coming up. My apologies. Jacob, is he going to be warding the AWP? He's going to be keeping forward the MAC 10 to the buy rounds. You can try to utilize it there. I guess we're about to find out as he will be disregarding the MAC 10. Wendansky, they will still keep on to the UMP into this buy round. But still no op so far from Lazar or Jacob. It's going to be 3 AKs, 1 kill, a UMP for Wendansky. And a full set and a full arsenal of utility as well to try and wield into this round. It's going to be walking and grouping outside B. Smoke comes out towards window and towards the top of connector to try and mimic a play towards middle, but actually it's a set play from Excel towards the speed bomb side. Will it catch Jenko and Cyril off guard, or will they be ready for this?
Jenko Normally, the positions he's most is best in is these scenarios where he just holds angles, try and goes for the spray with the M4, but unfortunately he's overwhelmed there, overthrown by Boaster on the entry. Surreal will only get 1 kill as well. Lazo with a Galil of all weapons smites him down and leaves it into a 4 versus 3. The Molotov transferring damage as well into Crucial, so you can't try and go for that wide face with the AWP to make a play. Misses the flick. XL are in good post-plant positions. Method gonna have to concede this one.
Very drilled round coming out from Excel. You can see they practiced what that one time and time again on the server. They have the set smokes from Connor and Jacob towards middle. They smoke out, I believe it was towards CT from B. You can do that if you run a throw, but actually it was standing still. So maybe it was just the top connector smoke and the smoke towards window. And then obviously that sets up a B play for Excel as they push in towards the site. The idea is there, if you smoke top connector and window, you're expecting a B split from short, and that meant Surreal had to peek towards short, catches Jenko off guard. Jenko has to try go 1 versus 5 towards the players at B. And a very thought-out round from Excel, but this is the thing we're always used to seeing, Jack, is very drilled rounds on their T side. And then when things become a bit more freestyle, free-flowing, it all crumbles on their CT side defense. We need to see something change here going forward. But then again, can they try gain enough buffer rounds on their T side? 9, 10 even, to try and topple over and overcome and basically subdue Method here and basically remove their chances of getting playoffs.
Well, let's see. As Jacob goes down first, quite fast as well into this round, as he does get taken down with a burst towards mid. They're redoing their pistol round strategy again with the burst on towards B with support from mid, but there's no JKM this time, so they don't have short control. Jenko as well, with only a CZ, a measly weapon to try and defend himself on the site when he's all alone, but he still strikes hard with it and gets 1 kill. Boaster will return fire though as he finds the headshot on Jenko. Crucial struggling to achieve too much, even though he has his fateful AWP in his hands.
Hard after plant now for Excel. They use their 1 smoke they have towards L block. And actually all the players from Method coming from short and B apartments. Let's see if Excel are ready for such a strange play.
Boaster still trying to stay alive on the site as he slowly creeps down to a more favourable position. Let's see if he can achieve anything. Swings wide, gets 1. That's a massive impact frag to have. Flashbang is what to aid Connor as Connor does the dirty and takes down Pulse. It's all on Crucial. He gets the wallbang on Connor. Boaster is the last man remaining. The angle is being covered. Crucial just firing off warning shots, trying to force the play potentially, but the peek comes around from Boaster. Takes him down. They get another round. XL undefeated so far as they get that 5th round.
5-0 now. And in that retake, they had defuse kits, they had utility as well, smokes, flashbangs, but they try to take the 2 versus 3 man advantage. They try to push in together as a unit and get the trade frags, not back in, or sorry, not really putting stock into the fact they had utility. And of course, the flashbang comes up from Boaster, well-timed peek, catches Surreal off guard. And from there, it all falls short for Method as they go 0-5 down. We'll be buying once again. I believe it's the Quasi by the question. Oh, actually, sorry. I only looked and I saw CZs, UMPs, and whatnot. They're actually investing into this one. Orb coming out from Mike S, not crucial, as Mike S will be positioned and posted towards B apartments. And this is one of the things I like to see from teams on the CT side. Have your AWPer go towards B apartments, push in, have the angle above underpass. He has early information in case the hit comes towards B. You then have a 3-man stack towards the A bomb site, 1 holding towards middle in case they go short, and 3 towards the A site. A very well played round from Method. If they lose this one, when everything's going in their favor, then that could be a red flag going forward.
Could be indeed. Let's see if that is the way it's going to go. Jenko actually switching up a bit now, playing towards the A site, but this SMG is a favourable location for him. This is where he is at his best. He needs to be in those sort of angles where he can try on himself. Somehow that's where he steps up to the mark and really starts to double down in these rounds. Connor with the entry though, tags him down low, but Jenko gets the double kill. Dirty damage coming through, but unfortunately Windansky was there to strike back as he slays him with the AK-47, now roaming his way towards the bomb site. Crucial, arm with the M4, will shut down JKM. It's all up to Lazar and Windansky. Windansky out of commission now as well. Lazar will fall incredibly fast. Method do get the opening round there on the attack towards the A site.
A chain reaction from the CT side of Method after the push came out from Mike S towards B apartments. He scouts out all the information, has dual position as well above underpass, which means he has very early information. If the bomb was to go from middle up underpass towards back to B, he would know. He has such early information that Crucial could have rotated in before this site hit actually came. He had a Molotov as well. Shoots his first shot, chucks out a molly. There's an extra 6 seconds he can buy his team. Might see more of that into the later bars. Nonetheless, though, going to be changing up his angle with the AWP. Wants towards B. This time going to peek towards middle. Doesn't spot anyone just yet. But Connor, Boaster, all pushing towards short, about to test Crucial's aim.
Well, let's see. You know, normally you'd actually hedge your bets towards Crucial, be able to find these frags, especially when they do have a double up setup being run like this. But let's see if somehow the teamwork will overwhelm. They have utility play as well. They can try and go for a pop flash if they want. Connor instead just hold him, waiting for the face to come towards him. But Crucial, not going to overextend. Pulse, though, let's actually peek round. Boaster tags him up a little bit as he sees a bit of leg and will advance forward.
Crucial towards Sean. We'll go for the wide face and find the first frag. 5 versus 4 now as we see the man advantage once again for Method. As we head into round number 7, a minute left on the clock. 4 AKs to try wield as Jacob gets tagged up as well by another one of these AWPs. The Orps are causing havoc now for Excel as the bomb does situate back towards B. They can have the backstab now from Boaster. You have Wendansky towards Palace. Boaster was towards window, jumps out actually. Maybe he hears the Orps go from Crucial towards CT, doesn't want to go try and face that. He has no utility, he can't flash the angle, can't smoke, it can't really have too much of an impact. Did not want to take that risk.
As this push is coming around, they're still going to attempt to go for their play towards B. See if they can actually find success here. Surreal getting tagged down, forced that position because of the molly. He actually gets tagged from short as well. If that could have been the frag, could have been a different storyline. But Jenko takes down Boaster. Surreal didn't notice JKM, but Crucial had the angle covered anyway, so everyone is still going down as they should be. Lazar falls. It's all on Wendansky miles away. If Wendansky actually died after time here, that would have been the worst case scenario, but luckily they didn't actually punish him that much.
5-2. This Method claimed 2 in a row. And the difference is now, we're seeing the double setup coming out from Method. Orb from Crucial, Orb from Mykes as well. Mykes and Crucial finding the early frags. Crucial towards short, Crucial as well tags up Jacob, which means you basically get 1.5 frags going in your favor. What's going to be the counterplay, the set play from Excel to counter the double setup? Are they going to go for an execution, a set execution towards A, which textbook style would make sense. You use the smokes and utilities to counter the Orb. Or do you try and put all your eggs in one basket and have Lazar try to challenge his AWPs?
That's the thing, you've gone for the AWP on Lazar. Normally he is very aggressive, can try and go for those explosive flicks. You see him in those last alive sort of situations where he's able to close it out. More so if he does try and taper into what he's good at. If he tries to go for an explosion out towards his site, gets the entries, take down those AWPers, maybe that will give him a lifeline.
Potentially. As already Lazar finds the first one to Mykes. The AWP is taken out commission and the HE grenade comes out. Doesn't quite connect. Wendansky still survives. As into round number 8, it's going to be a minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. 5 versus 4 as the push comes in towards middle. Surreal. Can he try to turn this into 4 versus 4? Will Boaster get the better of him?
Oh, Boaster actually holding the angle, was ready for it. Fell back, played on the close side, so we had to peek wide into him. Everything was in his hands there, as it is going to favor him as they find that frag. Now, a 2-man advantage against Method into the round. It can be turned on his head quite quickly, though, if you begin into Crucial and don't take him down. But luckily, Lazar with the second kill of his AWP so far in the round, as he domes Crucial. That is both of the AWPers removed by Lazar on his aggression towards this A site. They can now get that bomb planted. Pulse as well. You can see Paranoid as he knows between a rock and a hard place is where he's trapped. But Jenko dealing damage with the AK as he assaults everyone in front of him. Pulse as well. Fires through. It's all on Lazar now. Trying to switch to the rifle, but instead opts to stick with the AWP. Peeks round, gets one, grabs the AK. Oh, couldn't quite do it. So close, but Jenko will overpower him there. A juicy frag to try and finish that one off. A free K for Jenko and another round for Method. Down to the wire, though. Nearly paid off. Lazar, with that AWP investment, takes down both of the AWPers on that side.
Does indeed. Almost working like an AWP propellant. Takes Mykes and Crucial out of the server. Wasn't quite enough. A 4 versus 2 as Jenko manages to claim the first 2 early kills, turn into a 2 versus 2, and then claims the 1 versus 1 as well versus Lazar. This is going to be round number 9 now. 3 rounds lost in a row for the side of Excel, but then again, only 1 player surviving from Method. The rounds are so close. Excel, they understand that if they win one of these rounds, they can easily break the money, change the shift of momentum in favor of themselves, and get right back into this one. It's going to be taking the risk this time towards B. It worked for them the pistol, worked for them the first Byron as well, Jack. Will it work for a 3rd time?
Well, let's wait and see how it is actually going to go down towards that B-bomb site. Jenko right now just going for the information pace as he jumps across. There's going to be the Molotov to try and open it up. He does respond with one of his own as he backs into a more advantageous position. Has fire support as well from Surreal as he provides overwatch as this push is coming through. Surreal and Crucial dealing damage as they find a frag each. Jacob trapped towards underpass with just Wendansky on his Todd on the site, trapped on his lonesome. So many angles in play as well from Method. You can see paranoia in full effect. He doesn't want to peek because he knows he's running that risk of being taken down immediately. He could be swatted out of the air. Jacob will surely fall short in that firefight as He just can't win that one out, only having a Mat 10 in his hands. There is the response from Windansky. Gets one, gets two. Actually brings it back with a huge power play. He's took them, but unfortunately he couldn't hold them. Does fall short at the end, will go down to Pulse.
Yeah, second op as well, salvage off of the corpse. We're seeing the exact same scenario. 2 orbs in the server now for Method, and so far Excel haven't been able to bounce back from it. They had Lazar win the duel versus both the orbs, and in the 4 versus 2 it all fell short. Usually what we're expecting when we see in cast Excel is very structured early rounds, very good executions, rounds set to a T, and then that's where, when the freestyle comes in, you know, the 4 versus 2 after plant positions, or the CT side where it's not quite as set, things usually don't work out their way, but right now it is for Boaster.
That's filth as he finds that entry. Absolutely disgusting stuff as he continues it as well. Boaster blowing his way for everyone, but he eventually will be shut down. Mykes responds with the AWP there. Jenko with a double of his own as he starts to pick apart everything that XL brought to the table here on this explosive round. It does get stubbed out. It's just Connor remaining trapped away in apartments as he will try and peek out of his deagle, but can't quite muster up any real damage with it. Goes down to Mykes as well, a shot through the smoke.
5 to 5 now. It's Method of 1, 5 on the trot. I believe we are signifying a pause, which would mean 30 seconds now for XL to try speak about what they can change, what they can adjust, and going forward, what adjustments are they going to need to change? We know that they're going to be using a double setup from the side of Method. Do you try counter that with an execution? You know that they're playing retake as well. This is the problem, Jack, where if Method don't waste their utility early, they play towards CT, play towards stairs or connector, they allow the executions to come in, the bomb to go down, they wait for the retake. You know, after seeing how well Jenko has been performing in these retake scenarios, that kind of has fall in the favor of Method.
Well, right now going for a very heavy investment here towards top mid as well. 3 players picking up. Luckily, they taper it down. It's just all on Surreal. He didn't find success the last time he tried this, but will it be different this time around as he pushes his way up, trying to find an entry? Instead, just forces them to hold, really, just delaying them in the meantime. But Jacob is the one testing his luck as he actually dips his toes into the waters going into this play on A.
Once again, there you can see our passive Method of playing for that retake scenario, and Pulse, before the bomb can even go down. That's when the frag onto Jacob, 5 versus 4 now. Can Method claim 6 in a row? Surreal chimes in to find a frag of his own towards middle to Boaster. Connor knows exactly where he is, but Connor's low HP as well as to fall back and play more timid.
That's the thing, even though he got the info there, he couldn't really try and play for the trade. He had to try and reposition Snods. And you can see they're so dubious of what they actually want to do. They've got 50 seconds left, 3 of them alive. Connor's low. Lazar has the AWP and the bomb. They actually do get an opening frag though. When Dansky gets one, nearly get the second. I thought he actually got the dink there, so he should have been able to take down Jenko, but instead falls short. 40 seconds left on the clock, a 2 versus 4. They're outnumbered 2 to 1. And they're still not committed on a site take. They want to try and go for this split pincer play on A, but it relies so heavily on Connor getting frags.
Connor gets spotted out towards middle, which nullifies the impact he could have had regardless. Flashbang comes out. We'll go for the jewels, as it will be Jenko towards stairs, Crucial towards connector, AWP rotating. Actually, no, the AWP is towards B. Cyril rotating with the rifle towards CT as the bomb. If it gets planted for mid, then we could be seeing a crazy comeback into this round from the side of Excel.
Ooh, but not if Surreal peeks, but he goes for the plant. Surreal with one, Jenko for the other frag, and they shut them down. It looked like maybe there was potential, as you said, you described. There could have been a chance for them to actually go for a play, but nothing really going to come through today. They do shut it down once more.
Pressure for Method to close this one out as well with the victory if they want a chance of making it to playoffs. When you look at the score as well, Excel in the Elite Series so far are 1-5. Method 3-3. They're on the cusp of trying to get over that equalized scoreline so far in the regular season. As Jacob, through the shoulder of Boaster, will find the first frag. A fast play towards B. Let's see if it pays off.
As they push their way in swiftly towards B, still trying to run along with it as they are actually getting frags all the way there. Boaster dealing deadly damage. Ooh, Pulse with a headshot. Luckily enough, Boaster was softened up a little bit by Jacob's left tap with his AWP. Windansky coming back through to get the trade though, as they are in a massive advantage into this round. Jenko not going to fully clear, as he does just push in, wants to try and peek from CT, try and make amends for his fallen brethren, see if he can actually get some entry kills here. Something, amount some kind of attack against this T-side defense.
2 versus 4, the bomb is down. Kits run out for the CT side, Cyril as well as full. Arsenal in terms of utility, a massive whiff coming out from the star player, Lazar. Then again, Connor's here to back him up. The 1-2 punch we always spoke about in Season 1, coming into full effect as Connor will get the trade frag from Lazar's demise. 6-6 now, as Excel finally they're able to conquer the momentum that Method managed to claim after securing 6 rounds in a row. As we head into round number 13, it's going to be an equalized scoreline, and Excel, they finally find success now towards the A bomb site. One of these early duels, getting the bomb planted, and actually this after plant being so heavily in their favor they can't throw it.
Yeah. That's what they need to do. Try and get themselves as much as buffer as humanly possible. Build up their strengths, because we know how bad it can be.
So, Excel, they've obviously had an idea as what could work for themselves. Not really going for the execution style, but instead going for the fast plays, trying to counter the ops, who nullifies how many peaks they can go for. As the fast play comes towards short, Surreal's terrified one, but an instant reply frag comes out for both of these teams. A 3 versus 3 is on the cards as Lazarus low, but the B-bombs are completely up for grabs now as the bomb planted for short. Maybe a bit premature. If he goes down here with only 6 HP, this could be a defuse coming in.
Well, let's see if Lazar can somehow try and hold them back and actually keep them at bay. The line must hold. Let's see if they can hold it. And in the rear, it's going to be Windansky. Strikes against Mike S. He was surprised. That's what the S stands for as he goes down. Pulse and Crucial now. Trapped in a rock and a hard place. They know the push is coming. They're dubious about this. They peek through. Pulse gets the first play as he shuts down Lazar. They're ready for more as they want to strike. They spread themselves thin though, and they're risking it with the timing. Molotov comes out from Jacob. Windansky, a further frag as he pops the head clean off of Crucial. Pulse just jumps on the bomb. Wants to risk it all as he's going to get the defuse. No one stopped him. Pulse gets it for free and is able to stay alive. What a round as Pulse somehow pulls a fast one on them.
7 to 6, and now the reset coming to fruition for Excel. They win their first run after conceding 6. Instantly reset. Now the question is, how much money did they have left in their bank balance? And it seems like quite a fair bit. All for us this time, 4 AKs as well as we head into the penultimate round of the first half here. If Method get to 8-6, there's a high chance they make it 9-6 because the money is now dwindled for Excel. If Excel loses one, they won't have much of a buy into the next one, which obviously diminishes their chances going forward. So, round number 14, Orb coming up from Lazar, as he knows that Mike S likes to orb towards B. But now that the smoke's gone down, usually you wouldn't be smoking that if you are orbing it. Is that a sign that there's going to be a rifle there instead? Will Lazar try and challenge that said rifle?
Oh, Lazar not going to land the shot here as he's pushing on up. Misses the follow-up frag as well. Crucial is actually striked first as he takes down Jacob. That's going to be a sore sight for them to actually witness. He's forced to fall back as well. Cyril with another headshot coming through as he takes down Connor, leaving them with only 3 players remaining. XL looking like they aren't going to be able to try and fight back here. Really, there's no chance for potential resets. Nods. This should be Method actually getting their 8th round. I don't think that's anywhere near enough. Only 6 rounds so far on their T half for XL. It's just nowhere near the mark they should be. We've seen them have halves so they get 10 rounds,
fives,
and they still struggle.
Precisely. I mean, also, when you factor in as well, they won the pistol, Jack, and they have the 5-round lead. And ever since then, it's all fallen short. So, 5 versus 3, 40 seconds left. Bomb coming towards Connector. You have to play towards round from Windansky. They need to smoke off jungle or do something to cross. But let's see. If they can plant for mid, there's a real chance for this round. You can see no one from short from Method. But let's see. If they can plant for middle, then maybe there's a lifeline.
That's the thing. If you get that short plant off, potentially, you do have the range to play with. Or Windansky should fall here, though. Doesn't even hear the audio cue. The late reaction on the turn. Mike S with 2 kills as he finds not only Windansky but also Boaster. Lazar not even able to go for the full extension on the peak there before he gets shut down by Crucial. And that's going to be 8 rounds now secured by Method, showing no signs of slowing down. There is nothing to stop them. This train has full speed.
Bomb was planted though. Extra $800 to go forward with. And will that $800 allow themselves to purchase AKs, potentially an AWP as well? And it will do. So this $800 is going to be pushed and stretched out thinly. But of course, Jacob, known for his MAC-10 play in UK Pro League. Let's see if he can try and transition it from the online pugs to the LAN setting. So, play coming from Palace. A burst play at that. Pulse is ready for this one. They can play retake. This is exactly what Method want.
Thing is, that flashbang's not going to blind anyone at this point. Very late peek coming through, so Pulse is just able to peek clearly, gets a free frag on Windansky. Okay, they actually get the bomb down as they're able to secure site control at the very least. Lazar can try and push deep in towards CT. He's going to flash through the smoke, try and go for the overextension, realizes that no one's on the close angle. Surreal tries to take the fight in the 1v1. It's a battle of the flashbangs, and the timing is awful. He will go down to Surreal there as it's back on a 3-on-3, but the Arsenal is so much stronger on Method, but they're actually getting shut down. Boaster with the AWP that he's recovered. He's finding frags with a weapon. He's landing tags and giving out digs. Can he actually shut them down, though? Connor falls short. There's the response from Jay, came off the back of the Mat 10. You said he loves the weapon. He's starting to show that as he goes livid with it. And it's all on Mike S now, pushes through. Time is ticking away rapidly. And XL will at least get themselves 7 round at the half. It's an 8-7 scoreline.
Surreal's going to be seeing that Molotov in his dreams tonight if they lose this matchup. Failed Molotov meant that Boaster could stay alive, even though he was whiffing shot after shot with the AWP. And Mike S at the flank as well. If that's a 2 versus 1, Mike S is from behind. There's no way in hell they lose that round. So first half does conclude 8-7 after Excel had a 5-0 advantage. They win the pistol. Method finally found their footing to the matchup after losing the first 5 rounds. A sudden second wind now from Method going forward. Is it going to be enough though? Sorry, I should really be saying that about Excel, Jack. Is 7 rounds on their T side enough going forward? But the CT side, Season 1 of the Elite Series, they averaged 3 CT rounds each time they played Mirage. And they're going to need another 8 if they want a chance of getting 16.
Things that's hard as well is, it might sound quite harsh when we say that, but we've seen that statistically so many times it is essentially just fact at this point. Another thing to look at is obviously the rounds they do win, Snods, are off the back of a big
Individual
investment.
plays. Oh, yeah.
We always see the double up setup coming out. When things start to go wrong, we see the double up setup with Connor and Lazza. That was their go-to that worked
on this map.
But the thing is, it's a big investment. It's a lot of money.
And a lot of money as well is going to come from this pistol round. Excel claim the first one. Can they go 2 for 2 in terms of pistols and get the advantage back into this one? Will Method equalize the pistols 1 for 1 and have a real competitive game here? As already the flashbang comes out, Mike S is spotted. He's actually still alive and kicking.
Still trying to hold his ground as well. Eventually we'll only just concede it and fall back.
Oh my god, talking of fall back, Jack, the A side's completely left clear. Surreal gets put out of the P250. It's only going to be 3 sets of Kevlar to try hold off the retake from Excel for the side of Method. But let's see, they have such good afterplants now. The bomb is planted for CT. You've got Pulse and now Crucial. Dynamic duo towards CT. The bomb's planted for them, Jenko and Palace as well. This could not get any better for Method.
Could not indeed. But let's see how it will actually go as they push their way through. They're going to swan into the site. Natsuki's just trying to go for the bomb defuse instantly as well off the back of the smoke, as they will try and shut it down. The kills are coming through thick and fast from the side of Method. Oh, Lazza, the last man standing, trying to strike with the USP. Jumps on the bomb, actually, as time ticks away. They're struggling to kill him, Lazza!
Oh my
So
God.
close to getting the defuse. It seemed like they might have actually got away with that one.
That one was going to be close. Down to the wire once again, with all puns intended, as the defuse... Sorry, the bomb was not quite defused. 9-7. And what this means as well is... Excel going to be forced to go for a 4-spot potentially, but then again, you know, this is a team that can go for the save. And they will be doing just that. They're going to be conceding the next 2 rounds as they will be going for double eco. Giving Method potentially an 11-7 scoreline, 4-round advantage on the T side. We saw last week when they played Mirage versus the likes of Reason Gaming. If you remember, Jack, they were 9-3 up on their T side, where Crucial was running around like a madman with the AWP, getting kills and AWP flicks and AWP entries left, right, and center. You had Mike S as well. He's top of the leaderboard in terms of stats right now for that game.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see if they can actually achieve that, though, as the push is coming through. Jenko with the entry as he rips apart Boaster. Pulse trying to do the same as well. One of them going for a bit of a power play, but instead it's Lazza striking with a deagle as he gets some dastardly shots off. Crucial with a 2K of his own. These SMGs are making quick work of the opposition, but it's a struggle. These are not, by any means, clean kills. As it falls back into a 2v2 as well. Mike S holding the angle. Oh, Jacob will push through, but Mike S is able to overwhelm with the UMP, and it's all up to Connor here. Deagle in hand.
2 versus 1. Connor gave away his position. He got spotted out as well by the likes of Crucial. Mike S and Crucial now. The Dutch duo trying to see if they can get the bomb down towards A, and then from there work the 1 versus 2. Connor as well. Only has a deagle. Has to land some incredible shots if he wants a chance of claiming this one.
Gives away his position, though. They now know he is coming from connector side, as he's firing away. Being very vocal about telegraphing what he is up to. He has a deagle and a Mat 10. That's all he has. No armor as well. 30 HP. It's very easy for him to take him down. You don't imagine him.
You could try use the Mac 10 to play for extra kills. 1 kill the Mac 10, $600. That means either Kevlar to the next round. It means a Molotov into the next buy round. He has 1.1k. Lazza has 1.7k. That might be telegraphing a double up setup coming out, obviously. Notoriously, Connor towards B short, Lazar towards middle. And when that doesn't work, it seems like they have nothing to fall back on. So, fingers crossed if you're an XL fan out there that this double up setup that could come into the first buy round works out for them.
Well, we have to wait and see if that is how it goes down. Early tags being given out though. It's crucial actually. Gets knocked down fairly low, but that is all he could achieve. No actual frags in that round. Looks like it is going to be an explosive round to this as well. Mike S taking charge there vocally as he says they want to try and go for more of an aggressive strike towards that A side. If they do go for a fast A burst, XL might not be ready for that.
Exactly. Not only will they not be ready, they won't have the resistance required. I mean, Mac 10 for Connor and Deagle onto Windansky is all the firepower they have to try and work with. And actually no players was Palace, is Pulse holding for the push. He's going to be walking into his crosshair potentially, but the A site currently is up for grabs so far. So a good call coming up from Mike S towards A.
Pulse just holding for the push here as well towards Palace. We know he can be absolutely deadly in this scenario. Very quick at finding these frags. Surreal will get the first though. Pulse can now backstab for the second as he will push behind, gets the spam off on towards Connor. There's Windansky, Jacob and Lazar remaining, but they start to fall thick and fast as everyone hits the deck. Lazar will actually avenge his teammates though as he finds that frag on Crucial. It's just up to Surreal to really deal with him just in a matter of time now, really, when they push in. Genko actually does find that frag as well. Genko, hard and fast pushing in. I thought they were just going to wait until they push through and allow Surreal to find those frags, but instead Genko just forces the issue.
Let's see. Mike S expects XL to play for a retake towards the A side. And if he does, how is he going to try counteract that play? How is he going to try and thrust actually go in their favor? What he can do is just do the execution, try to get the bomb down, obviously. And then from that point in the retake, what it really comes down to as well is how early these grenades can be used from XL. Do they throw their Molotov at the start towards ramp? Do they throw their smoke at the start towards ramp or Palace as well? Because if they do, that's one less Molotov for Firebox, one less Molotov for the retake. That really makes a big difference.
Well, let's see, Snogs. They're pushing their way in. They're going to try and clear these angles. They don't clear towards tight left. Jacob's going to peek out and say peekaboo as he gets the first. There's a response though. Mike S, the drive-by, but Surreal and Mike S are down. Genko as well, falling like dominoes. They will hit the deck. Windansky with a huge hero play. 3 frags to his name as they pick that round up.
Sigh of relief coming out from Lazar. Surprising when, you know, it'd be surprised if they actually felt pressure here. They had nothing to, maybe, Jack, they have something to prove. Obviously, they're out of the Elite Series playoffs potential. This is their final game of Season 2. Are they trying to make a mark, trying to prove a point if they can beat Method?
Maybe so. Maybe they just want to try and affect how this is going to shape up, but then, even then...
the Epsilon game matters as well, Invius versus Epsilon. So, Lazar goes down early. Crucial finds the first frag towards short. 5 versus 4 as the smoke comes out towards window. Pushes towards ramp though. You can see Boaster locked in towards a ramp. XL potentially expecting a play towards the B bomb site with a minute 20 left on the clock. There's no reason for Method to push just yet. They can utilize, exploit their advantage, just slow the round down, hold for these peaks, hold for the push for information from XL. Speaking of pushes for information, look at Boaster's off to.
Mike S here. Goes around the back. Oh, Windansky actually popping off right now. Windansky's looking good individually, and this is what you need to see on the side of XL as well. Players like this stepping up. He is basically the new support man on the side. That's what his role was changed to when they formed this lineup, but when he needs to, he can jump back into the driving seat.
4 versus 4 now. 45 seconds left, Surreal. Pushed in up towards Connector. There's no line of defense there left as Lazar, the mid player, did go down, but Boast with the push towards ramp finds the bomb. And with 38 seconds left, this has to be a fast play to try and salvage it. So let's see. The only player close is Genko.
Boaster with a headshot as well. Genko looked like he had something to prove, but isn't actually going to be going down like that. Left in the 2v2 as well. Essentially, just a last man defense as Boaster is single-handedly defending the bomb of his entire life and doing good work, but it's Surreal. Oh, unfortunately, nothing too surreal in that round as he will go down full short. Boaster overpowers him as he defends the bomb successfully. And they actually do pick up that round.
As he says it as well, if you're feeling fresh, you'll play fresh. And with the new cap as well, fresh look. Gives him that incredible round, a massive 4K there. Pushes towards ramp, gets the first kill, stops the bomb. Being able to transit towards one of the sites. Denies that. Bomb ticks down and forces over aggression from Method. They're forced to go for those peaks, try and salvage the bomb, but unfortunately didn't have time. Alpha Method, force by coming up. Or quasi by that Kevlar and these pistols. Let's see what it can do.
Frags coming through thick and fast though. Connor and Boaster dealing damage. Windansky rather as well. Shuts down pulses. It's all on Mike S and Jenko. Essentially what they're doing here is just trying to go for cash at this point. It's a bit of a cash grab. As the bomb will go down. Mike S up close and personal with the CZ. Can deal with deathly blow though. Eliminating Connor. Maybe there's potential for some more. They don't have any upgraded firearms. They weren't able to scavenge weapons since all the frags have been from quite a distance. There's still potential into the round, but that's quickly gone out the window as Windansky and Jacob retake it in a matter of seconds. That is going to be now 10 rounds for Excel. One away from equalizing 11-11, keeping us close into this. Their CT side actually looking fairly effective.
It is indeed. As the double ult setup has been working, and the aggression coming out from Boaster really sealing the deal. If they had lost that round, which if the bomb wasn't captured towards T-Spawn, they definitely could have. I mean, obviously, Cyril got the frag towards the A site. It's a 3 versus 2. Cyril has control of A. If the bomb goes down, 3 versus 2 retake. Sorry, after plan for Method, you're favoring them in that scenario. You know, this could have been a 12 or a 13-8 scoreline easily in favor of Method, but instead, heroic play from Boaster reignites the chance now for Excel to try and get the upset.
Oh, this is filthy as well. Look at this, Lazo in the close angle, trying to go for the opener with the AWP. Oh, he misses it though. I thought that was a clear hit, but he actually falls back. Isn't going to get it. Molotov in as well. He sparked the issue though as he forced the play. Windansky going to get a free frag on towards Mike S that didn't suspect his location. Lazo loses his face though as Cyril swipes it off with a deagle, leaving them in a pretty good position to actually try and make a mockery. They should know the location of Windansky and be dubious about it as they push in, but the flashbang will blind them. Windansky switching out. Looks like he might actually overextend with a nade in his hand, but instead switches back to the M4, deals damage. Boaster in the rear for 2. Connor actually closed it out at the end there with that follow-up frag, and that is going to be Excel equalizing the scoreline at 11-11. But once again, Method should have cash now.
With their force buy, they did get the bomb down, which meant they can buy extra into this current round here as the buy round. What are they going to do to try counter the likes of Excel? We know that Boaster gets aggressive towards Palace or towards Ramp. Potentially now for Pulse, you know he holds towards Ramp or Palace. Maybe just hold from T-Spawn. Oh, already though, Mike S finds the first, Lazo's taking out the action. Windansky with the counter frag towards Cyril, means we're into the 4 versus 4. Smoke comes out, see if he can try and escape where he is currently lurking. And again, look at the aggression for Bosch. He's pushed Ramp this time.
Oh, Windansky pushing straight through, but Jenko will strike first. Yeah, the angle covered is able to rip his way through him with the AK. And it falls now into the 3 versus 4.
Do you Method know that Windansky is usually one of the A players? Because if they do, they're going to expect only one player holding off towards A, and that one player is Boaster towards Palace. But instead, they will be taking the 4 versus 2 advantage towards the B bomb side. Connor with the AWP this time towards Kitchen. Jacob has a Molotov, a flashbang. Unfortunately, there's not 30 seconds or 20 seconds left on the clock. There's a minute left, so the Molotov won't be as impactful.
Oh, tags coming out. Jacob going to get knocked down fairly low. Connor as well strikes with the AWP as he beats Pulse to a pulp. Jacob playing Eve on the window. Normally it's such an effective position. You just spam from and find free frags, but he gets punished because of it. Goes down. It's back into a 2v2. Connor with the AWP, flicking like a madman. Such ferocious, fast flicks, but they come back to haunt him. Goes down to Crucial. It's all on Boaster. Try and go for a big play. Gets one, but not the second. That is going to be Crucial with a flick. Shuts it down as they get another round on the board.
And there you have it. Crucial, the AWP play towards the B bomb side. Secures the final 3 frags to allow Method to get to 12. And it's the AWP play really the whole game. Mike S finds the first towards mid. Lazo went down. Obviously, Mike S is the better spawn. It's basically rock, paper, scissors at that point. So, CT side now for Excel. No defuse kit to try and work with into this one. As Method, if they can win this round, they reset the money for Excel. It goes 13-11. Excel are forced onto an eco. You're looking at a 14-11 scoreline as Connor doesn't want that one to happen. But instead, Crucial chimes in again with the AWP, showing us why he was such a hot commodity in the off-season as all these teams wanted to play with him. Because he can really light up these rounds and change the course of them just off the back of his individual skill.
Boaster. Go for the backstab once more. Playing from T-spawn, it all depends on the timing here as whether or not he's actually going to get the drop of Pulse. Ooh, Pulse couldn't actually spot him out there. Full short as he loses his head. That's a 4v4 once more. Mike S is incredibly low as well on the side of Methods. This isn't shaping up too nicely for them in the early round.
Got to take into account as well, Jack. Only Crucial survived the last round. This could be the reset that Excel need if Method do run out of cash, if they do concede this round. Nevertheless, though, 4 versus 4 is the bomb going to be making its march, rejoining the ranks with Jenko towards the B bomb site. As it will be Lazza and Jacob to hold off the aggression now from Method. If they're going to flash, are they going to flash their way in, or are they going to try contact the play and stay silent?
Molotov out so far. They bound round, but Lazza gets the first frag. He's back on the AWP, but unfortunately, he misses the follow-up frag. Jacob as well, struggling to play underneath window once more. He only gets 1 kill on Surreal as Crucial strikes him with the AWP of all weapons on the entry. Bomb goes down. They've got a good plant. They can just play for the post plants.
There's no kit right now for Excel. AWP for Crucial. They have 3 flashbangs. They can't smoke off any of these choke points. Instead, they have to try double face towards short. Let's see. They have to make this one fast.
Oh, this is where the AWP's going to be so favoured as well. Crucial able to just bob and weave and go for the peaks whenever he likes. It's all on Windansky. He's up close and personal. He's trying to push in. He has the M4, but unfortunately, he's not going to get any more. Goes down to Jenko with the spray. And that is another round for Method as they start to really work their way through. They're understanding how to defeat this beast.
That is a massive round to win. If they'd lost that Jack, that could have easily been the funnel in the coffin for Method. They lose that round, it goes 12-12. They're forced into weak force by. If they lose that with CZs and whatnot, 13-12. Eco, 14-12. Could have very easily been the scoreline, but instead, Crucial once again with the quote-unquote crucial frags into that round. As he will be the one pulling forward Method, potentially over the finish line if they can try secure 3 more rounds. And it sets up the narrative for Epsilon versus Envious Academy. As it will be the fast play now towards short. Surreal towards B apartment. So once again, Method expecting and sensing weakness towards the B side from Excel.
This push coming in thick and fast though. Crucial still continuing this deadly damage as he blows away Jacob. Surreal strikes through the wall on Lazar as well. Crucial, a further frag. This is the Joey we know and love as he really is ramped up and riled into this round. Jenko with the aggressive face kills Windansky and Boaster just cowers towards top mids right now.
Last alive. No Kevlar, no hope. Just going to try and see if he can salvage an AK into the next round. Speaking of the next round, Jack, round number 26 now. 14-11. As Method are essentially 1 buy round away from claiming 15 and then following suit as long as they can keep the money low for Excel. That number 16, that'd be so paramount for them. But let's see. Crucial, so we want to see if he can sniff out Boaster and get that final frag, but doesn't give away his location. Goes for the pop and weave, as you said. But unfortunately, actually, Crucial did land the headshot on the PT-50. I thought it was Micus behind him. Nevertheless, 14-11 now. 2 rounds away from securing their potential fate in the playoffs. And let's see, what's the final play going to be? Are they going to go for a fast play towards B once again? Or are they going to try to set up an execution? Maybe set a fake? Because Method know that Excel are paranoid of the executions of the play coming towards B. Can they try exploit that with a fake? Try and send in Connor. Sorry, not sending Connor. Try send in, you know, your pulses, your Jenkos, your entry fraggers. Maybe even Mike as well if he wants to try to lurk as the IGL. But Boaster again with the aggression towards the A side. Catches the first as Pulse goes down 5 versus 4.
Yeah, find that kill is going to be absolutely massive as it gives them a fighting chance now. Actually gives them the upper hand for once. Let's see if it'll actually go down like that. Jenko looking to try and swiftly respond and reprise the control in their hands as he pushes his way in. Struggles though. Boaster battles him out and takes him down. Mike S looked confused on the entry as he will lose his life as well. Surreal going down once more. They're all facing 1 by 1. It's all up to Crucial now as he peeks round. Finds the flick, the no-scope to boot as well as he's dealing damage. Crucial into this 1-on-3. It's unlikely that he will pick up the win, but he's going to try his damnedest to achieve something. Windansky though peels his face clean back with the M4 as they do get the round for the side of Excel.
Method, they're trying to up the tempo towards the A side, trying to see if they can essentially gain their luck off of some incredible headshots, but instead, once again, it falls in favor of Excel towards that A bomb site. No fake, no nothing. Push comes out from Boaster, finds the first frag onto Pulse, and from there, it'll spiral out of control. 14-12, as Method still have money left in the tank, but then again, not much left. If this goes 13-14, there's a high chance we see a 14-14 scoreline. Reason being is Excel win this 30-14. Money is low for Method. They're going to be onto a weak eco, potentially trying to save for the next round. So you are poised to see a potential 14-14 off the back of this turning point round. As Lazar pushes towards B apartment, trying to see if he can find the first frag onto Jenko, but eventually will be falling back. So 1:25 left. Bomb still towards middle as Method are playing very slow, passive round.
Pulse. Just waiting. Gonna play a game of peekaboo, but Boaster finds it off the back of a spam as well. Oh, that's a filthy kill.
I think Pulse tagged him through the cement there. Luz as well towards the B apps. We'll find Jenko. 5 versus 3. This game, Jack, could come down to the wire.
It really is. It's all about luck right now in a lot of these situations. So this push will come out towards A. They're grouping up. They're getting ready to go for the burst. As they're on the edge, ready to try and charge their way through. Crucial as well. Might actually be able to cut off the rotate for Windansky if he doesn't get overzealous and extend too far. As it seems to actually be a true play towards B in the late round.
5 versus 3. 35 seconds left. The bomb is towards jungle. The mid-vent has been broken. They can't try to go for a split in through CT. And so they're about to test Connor. And both push towards ramp as well. That's why you're seeing 3 players towards the B bomb site from the likes of Excel. It all comes down to this frag. Surreal peeks out, finds the headshot. 4 versus 3. But the bomb site is now in favor of Method.
It's a nice kill coming through. Oh, Crucial on the extension though. Isn't able to do too much as he goes down. There's the M4. Spam Surreal as well with the headshot back on Jacob. Response from Lazza. It's all up to Mike S. The bomb is down, sure, but he knows he's got to try and take these firefights. He can't just hold it out. They're going to jump on the bomb to try and defuse it as well. Just looking like they're going to go for the full commit here. He cannot extend round. Bolster finds the kill. Excel get their 13th round.
14 to 13 now. 1 round is all that separates these 2 teams going forward. Will the pressure conquer Method? You can hear it as well from Lazzy. He's expecting the eco IM as well. There's no reason to go for a force buy if you are Method into the scenario. It's not as if, you had a 1 versus 1. You know that money is low for Excel. The bomb was planted as well, which means extra cash going to the next buy round. And there will be the eco coming out from the likes of Method. Just going to be careful up one up for Mike S and Surreal. Apart from that, 4 CZs and the PT-50 on the Crucials. They make their fast way towards B.
Bounding their way in as they sprint round. Let's see if it is going to work out for them as they push their way through. Jacob doing a little bit of damage as well. 20 HP being knocked off him. Actually finds that headshot on Pulse. Roams around. This is a lot better from Jacob this time around. The B defense. Windansky providing great support as well. It's all up to Mike S once more into the action as he'll just get that first kill on Windansky, then fall short. And it's all tied up. It's all to play for. 14 to 14.
Round number 29. Are we about to see... Thankfully, the bomb was planted in that last buy round for Method. So you can see they can still afford to go for the 5AK buy with good utility. Forces of full utility as well, apart from Mike S. If they want to, they can go for an execution. As it will be a... Oh, Boaster. He's gone for this play. So this is the problem. He's gone for that play so many rounds. And every single buy round, he's gone for that play. And right now, Method expect it. Connor, though, tries to go for the second shot while blind, but finds the first. 4 versus 4 as Method make their way in towards the A-bomb site.
It's a nice tag coming out as well as he actually gets them now in his 4v4. Let's see what they can play with. Jacob, as he comes around, going to try and respond late into this one for the back line as he holds toward close CT. The smoke wall is down, keeping him at bay, though. He can't achieve anything just yet. And they're aware of this. They're just going to play their own angles. They don't need to extend.
Bomb is planted for default, though. It's not planted for anyone apart from Surreal. So if this doesn't go right quickly for Method, this could easily be a retake in favor for Excel.
Get ready to push their way in. There's the opening headshot from Pulse, of course, the power player that he is, but he goes down. There's a response from Windansky. Surreal with a spam, but it's only one. Connor strikes from range of the CZ, but Jenko! The double spam comes through as he just holds down the trigger, slays everyone in front of him, and punishes them all.
15 to 14 now, match point going forward for Method, a match point for a chance of playoffs. Can they leave it all down to the game from Envious versus Epsilon? Let's see. Excel, still have money to buy with though. Let's see. Orp for Lazza. 3 rifles as well going forward. Connor going to be wooden the scout, but of course he is known for his secondary Orp. Usually using that one towards B short. Actually, he's actually, Orping towards CT this time, not towards B short. Where is Lazza then with the Orp? Situated towards B apartment. So, one towards B. If he pushes as well, gets the information above underpass, will he have Windansky and also if Jake can rotate towards the A side? As he will continuously push, spots out the shot from Cyril, shoots his AWP and gives away his position. So now Method have to be wary off of the AWP play towards that B bomb site. It's going to be making the march up towards short. Are they going to try and counter the AWP by going fast?
Well, let's see, as it seems like aggression might be the key here. Windansky, though, is in a good defensive angle. They jump round, but Jenko, another frag comes through. as he's proving just how effective he can be. This advanced rifling frags coming out. Lazar bobbing and weaving, but he's nearly really finding the frags he needs to get. Struggling to connect those shots. Goes down, leaves him with a massive opening towards the B bomb site. Jacob couldn't find the frag either. Even with an AK in his hands, Crucial is still slaying like an absolute madman. And it's just up to Connor and Boaster. And a 2 versus 4 retake. Make it just a 1-man retake now as well. It's all up to Boaster. He's coming in through short. It seems like this is going to be Method closing it down. It might go the full 30 rounds, but it will be a 16-14 scoreline, it seems. As Boaster in a clutch like this, it's going to be so hard for him to achieve anything. Jenko is the man to put him down as well. The final nail in the coffin is Boaster falling, and that is a 16-14 scoreline. Method pick up the victory, and they continue their way forward.
Close shave towards the end, but eventually they managed to bring that one forward. I thought for a second when Luz had the AWP on default side. No flashbangs coming up from Method. They were going to try fight fire with firepower towards shore. Lazar misses those 2 AWP shots and they gave that 16th for the side of Method. And now we have the narrative. What happens in the matchup from Envious versus Epsilon? Can Epsilon get 10 rounds and book their ticket into the playoffs?
It's true. Are they going to be able to? How is that actually going to go? That's the last decided to really work with, is the way this has shaped up. Gives us that potential. But it's going to be a matter of wait and see, really, before we get into that.
Exactly. I mean, so far, that was a good showing coming out from Excel. Obviously, 14-16, a very close matchup. They could have gone either way. Pistols go 1-for-1 as well, so a very competitive matchup. Method, obviously, they're the ones that had everything to win and also everything to lose. And towards the end there, when they had that 14-12 lead, was the pressure starting to be a factor there?
Yeah, sure. I think you had Boaster apologising there for those Deagle entries. He got towards the 8th.
So sorry for headshotting you.
I mean, it was quite filthy.
If they had won, yeah, if they had won, they would have felt awful. But then again, you know, there's so much pride on the line. They wanted to try go out with a bang. Obviously, that is the final time we're going to be seeing Excel Counter-Strike in Season 2 of the Elite Series.
Yeah, obviously unable to qualify for the playoffs. They made it last time, but this time around, it isn't going to be happening as they're now